Hello and welcome. So we're doing more Brothers in Arms today. The new Fallout 4 mod. Last time we got ending C, so I'm gonna try and get one of the other endings now. I don't know how to get A or B, but we're gonna find out.
Hey there.
I'm still unsure if we can trust them. I'd rather we take them out and find our own way out of here.
Well, we're not gonna do that this time. I believe it's not a trap. They want to get out of here too.
I'm willing to go along with it, if you trust them. Me and Ridley will meet you back at their HQ.
Yes, last time we just went in guns blazing and wiped them all out. And then we wiped out the synths as well that are living in one of the nearby caves, and then we left. And I don't know what triggered the texture mess up on the character's face last time. It's not like I have a lot of mods installed. Like, this is the mod I have installed. It's this, and I have the unofficial patch. And that's it. Oh, and the script, or not the thing for the dialogue as well. I've got that too. It's not like I have a ton of mods running. For this stuff, I try to keep the mod list low so that there's no conflicts or anything. So I have no idea. I have no idea what triggered that weird face bug. Uh-oh. This feels like I'm going to the cave. Why am I going to the cave?
Father, my head hurts.
Just relax. I'll tell you a story to soothe your mind.
Thank you, Father.
A certain man had 2 sons, and the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of goods that falleth to me. And he divided unto them his living. And not many days after, the young son gathered all together, and took his journey into a far country, and there wasted his substance with riotous living. And when he had spent all, there arose a mighty famine in that land, and he began to be in want. And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country, and he sent him into his field to feed swine. And he would fain have filled his belly with the husks that the swine did eat, and no man gave unto him. And when he came to himself, he said, How many hired servants of my father's have bread enough and to spare?
He's gonna keep going all day.
What does the
Hello,
story
my child.
mean, Father?
The outcasts really do need your help. They promise not to hurt you or your flock.
I find that hard to believe, but my flock is dying. And the threat of the outcasts has made it hard for us to venture out to get help.
Is there, batteries running low?
Some of us have been online for much longer than what is expected from our generation. We're all early model Gen 3 synths, and with that our systems aren't the most advanced nor resistant to the elements and disease.
I promise this is not a trap, and they'll get your people safely from these mountains if you help.
Words mean much less than actions. If you truly want me to believe what you say, you must do something for me.
What is it that you want me to do?
I believe there to be a pre-war cache of medical supplies nearby. If you could get them, that would help us. As well as that when the outcasts scared us from our home at the church, we left much of our supplies and personal effects behind. Getting those for us would show us your good faith.
Okay, sure.
God bless you, my child.
All right. We gotta go get some supplies. Sounds like there's another one somewhere.
That's it.
Easy enough. Something tells me if I'd come to this location earlier, that triage kit would not have been there when I needed it for the other character. Definitely weird that I need it for a robot, though. I don't know. I don't know the synth rules. He said they were dying of, like, disease as well. Is that robot diseases, or did they program them to die of human diseases? Because that would be wild. Like, could you imagine? You're a robot, like the Terminator, but they programmed you to die of tuberculosis or something. Or malaria. Or Ebola. They're like, no, it's in your code. You still will die of those. Well, okay, all these spawned in. That must have been, like, I didn't even notice last time. I presumed, like, I just didn't see those Protectrons or something. Like, they must have been, like, wandering up to the door. But, no, they must have spawned the second I took that triage kit before. Just like those spawned in the second I took that. Yeah, I wonder when the diverging point for A and B will be. If it'll make me choose between the Outcast or the Legion. If maybe that's it, or if it's something else.
Hi.
Hello, my child.
I'm definitely not your child. Don't call me that, Toaster. That's rude. That's rude. When he's being nice, and I'm like, no, don't call me your child, you Toaster. But oh well, we'll just move on. I got your supplies and personal effects.
Thank you. Tell your outcasts that me and Ivy will help them. The rest of my flock is too sick to leave this cavern.
All right. Returning to the outcasts. I don't know. I feel like I would have a guttural reaction if, like, a robot tried to do that to me in real life. Like, obviously, it didn't mean literal child. It meant it in the pastor sort of way. But still, if it was a robot that said it to me in real life, I think I would have just as bad a guttural reaction. And I would struggle not to call the robot a toaster in real life too if it called me that. Hey, dude. Loading screens, loading screens.
Is that everyone?
I believe so, ma'am.
Good. The linchpin to this entire operation is us working together. So as long as we're in these mountains, there'll be no fighting.
God knows the Brotherhood has had enough infighting.
I see there's history here. I'll stay out of it.
It would be best if you did.
When we arrived here, we flew in a vertibird, the same one on the roof of the medical center. But when we left the medical center, we tripped the security lockdown.
The place is too dangerous for us to take on our own. That's why we need all of your help.
So we're cannon fodder?
No, we need all of your skills to secure our extraction.
We will assault the medical center when we're all ready.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the canon ending. Because I said it before, like, the girl, what was her name? Ridley. She was the co-pilot, and she didn't get along with the pilot, but that's why she survived the crash, but the pilot didn't. I was like, well, for sure they're going to have us fly out on something, and she's going to be the one to do it. And, that is the case, but you just don't get to do it, apparently, if you take Ending C. Alright, do we need to do anything to get prepared?
No. The only thing we needed was people, and now we have them.
So what are we doing?
We're going to secure a vertibird to get us out of here.
Let's go get that vertibird.
Me and Ivy are as well.
Let's get out of here.
Good. Let's get a move on. I've been stuck here long enough.
Curious, I have not seen any diverging point yet. For what could possibly differentiate between A and B.
Hostile target. Identify yourself.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Okay, let's do... Sure, baseball grenade. And... Med-X and some jet. And some Nuka-Cola for good luck, I suppose. I got it! I hacked it! I forgot I could do this! Blow up! I was gonna say, anybody die out here? No? Whoa!
Hey,
Johnson, you and Travis watch the exterior here. Make sure nothing else in this godforsaken valley decides to sneak up on us while we're inside. If we need help, we'll call for you. Yes, ma'am. Let's get a move on. I've been stuck here long enough.
And serve.
Sentinel alert. Anomaly detected.
That was a lot of rads. Where are we going? Like, that door doesn't open, this door doesn't open. There's nothing here. Where are we supposed to be going? Surely these doors aren't, like, bugged or something. There we go.
Hostile target identified and insert.
excuse me.
I don't think I'm going to make it.
That's okay. We don't need to bring any more sense back to civilization, really, anyways. Alright. Rest easy. We'll get Ivy to safety, maybe.
Thank you. Please look after her.
No.
God bless you.
Could you imagine, like, Fallout in general is like a post-apocalyptic situation where resources are scarce, right? I think I would be so pissed to find out, like, if you had, like, a community of people, say it's like a group of 4 or 5,
Intruder.
and, like, you're really having to ration, like, resources and food and water, right? And then one day you find out one of those people is a robot. I would be so mad. I'd be like, you've been eating our food this whole time in post-apocalyptic land where there is really not enough to go around. It's like, you ate the last of the taco rations, you bastard. I would never would have let you do that if I had known you were just a robot pretending to look human.
Freddy's too good.
Okay.
Terminal should open this.
Terminal should open this, but it's locked. Well, I sure hope they put a password somewhere.
Excuse me.
None of you. This mod told me not to bring companions. And it makes sense that they wouldn't want you to, considering things like this where you have so many people with you. But it sure would have been nice to have a companion that could decrypt the computer. Sure would have been nice to have one of those right about now. There we go. What did I just click? Robots have already taken over most of the valley. I don't think we can hold out for much longer. I've lost contact with the other survivors in the town and at the airbase. We might be the last people left alive, and with the tunnel collapsed, there's no way out of here unless we manage to take back the airstrip.
This seems like the place. I think I can shut down the robots and lockdown from here.
Me and my team are gonna head up to secure the vertipad.
Alright, the lockdown is shut down. There's something taking up a lot of server space.
It's probably just a bunch of old medical records.
No, it's all one file. It looks like a brain scan. Colvin? Could this be her?
Do me a favor and delete that file.
But she could be useful.
What are you guys talking about?
Colvin told me once while his team was here, they did a scan on another member of Lion's Pride.
It's Sarah, but it's best to leave the dead where they lie.
But we have a Gen 3 right here. We could bring her back.
What's a Gen 3?
That notion not only offends me, but also disrespects her memory. I will not allow you to raise the dead using this automaton.
I have a name, you know.
What the hell are you guys talking about?
Ivy is a synth, a humanoid android.
Interesting. I never could have guessed that she's simply a facsimile of a human.
Dude, I would have guessed you were a facsimile of a human after hearing that sentence. Ridley is proposing we use Ivy as a host for Sarah Lyon's memories. Oh, and before, when they were talking at first, the reason I laughed was because every time I hear vertibird, it catches me off guard. I've never heard it pronounced that way. It gets me every time I hear it, because it comes out of nowhere. But alright.
And Sarah's dead. Bringing her back might be the thing that brings the Brotherhood back together.
It's a good idea, Colvin. For the Brotherhood.
It's disrespectful to her memory. You don't raise the dead.
Shouldn't we ask the robot? We are proposing just wiping her personality clean. The church-going girl. We're just gonna go, nope, no thank you. That personality is gone. We're gonna put this girl that Colvin knows in her. So this is the A and B ending for sure. I mean, personally, I think this is a terrible idea. And wrong on a lot of levels. Just going, we have a backup of her personality. We can just plug it into this girl. That's crazy. Colvin is right. We shouldn't raise the dead.
I'm glad you agree. I'd prefer we never bring this up again. Now, let's head up to the vertipad and get out of here.
Damn it. Me and Ivy will stay down here. I'm gonna see what I can salvage.
Don't bring her back behind my back.
I won't. Promise.
Head up to the roof? Okay, I guess I'm going this way. Yeah, because it's not like it would look like it's not like it would look like her either. It would just be a robot programmed with what it had to recreate her personality and memories and all that. But in a different body. Like altered carbon. Okay, this is not the roof. How do I get to the roof? But yeah, just because a robot has the personality of that person.
Everyone back away except for Rockfile. You come over here. We're leaving.
Wait, what? What are you talking about, Protector?
Wasn't it obvious from the start? These are Sarah's goons. And as soon as we're back in DC, they'll jump on us and lock us up. I'm not letting that happen.
Sarah is dead.
Oh, and I bet you love for me to believe this. You're hearing this shit, Rockfile?
And he's telling the truth.
Traitor! You're siding with them.
Betraying them was never the plan.
Betraying them was always the plan. They've outlived their usefulness to us. Outcast! On me!
Okay. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, just replacing someone with a robot. Like, even if it's a perfect replica, it's not that person. It's, like, tremendously messed up to do that. Like, what would they have done then? Trying to put a robot, Sarah, in charge of the Legion of Steel? Well, the vertibird seems to be gone. But yeah, that reminds me of Altered Carbon. I liked Altered Carbon. I wish there was more of it, to be honest. I think the story in Season 1 was better than the story in Season 2. I also think the lead actor in Season 2, he was good, but I think what they asked him to do is kind of crazy. Of like, the main character in Season 1 could kind of play it however he wanted, really. But then the guy that follows him, because it's like the same character in a new body, you have to like somewhat try and like match your mannerisms to the original actor. And that's bound to create some weirdness.
I heard that explosion. Is everyone all right?
No. Did you manage to salvage anything from the servers?
Colvin managed to mess it up good. Everything there is pretty much gone.
Morgan turned on us and destroyed our only way out.
Damn, that's not good. Is there really no other way out?
There is, but it's dangerous. There's an old airfield. It has a plane from the scouting I've done, but the place is crawling in ghouls and robots. Not to mention we don't have a pilot.
Yes, we do.
You're a pilot?
Mm-hmm. I can fly just about anything. I've read every technical manual under the sun.
Well, that seems like a good new plan then. Let's find this plane.
But yeah, what I was gonna say about Altered Carbon is that the entire concept of that show is that people can live past death with these, like, discs that they, like, put in the back of their head that, like, retains their memories and personality and all that. So they can jump from one sleeve to another, as they call it. And personally, like, the way I view that, they never actually explored in the show at all. Which is that, like, the way I view that is that that disc, they think like that preserves you, and they still treat that like it's you. But if you really think about it, like, that guy that disc is preserving, definitely died when his original body died. And really, the protagonist of that show is really like the the disc, the, like, robotic disc that retains the personality. Like, if anything, they are that disc. Like, it's a really weird concept, retaining people, like, digitally on a device like that, because that's obviously not them. And then you're hijacking somebody else's body to put your personality, which is not really you. It's not like your soul is in that machine or whatever. It's just a digital copy of you. And they're like, no, now we're gonna see what this digital copy of you would be like if they got to drive around somebody else's body. Yeah, maybe they thought it would be best not to entertain that idea at all for that show, since the entire concept is based off the fact of, like, what if you could do that? What if you could go from one body to the next? Which, there is, I guess, one situation in that show.
Looks like someone made their last stand here. We're about to find out who.
There's one situation in that show where it makes sense more than, like, the others, which is that rich people do it. Oh my god, I died. Where even is my save? That's gonna be such a far run. I thought about saving and I didn't do it, and I should have done it. But yeah, in that show, rich people do it. But they clone their bodies. So they have, like, backup clones. And their memories and personality get uploaded to the clone. And they pick up right where they left off. Which is still a wild concept. That, like, there would be a society where that is, like, legally acceptable. Right? You would think that that should not be considered legally the same person. But in that world, in that sci-fi world, it was considered the same person. Because it's like they treat that disc that holds your personality like that's legally what is actually you. It doesn't matter that clone was grown 2 days ago. Your memory disk or whatever it was called. That's what legally has the rights to all of your stuff.
Souls will meet the Maker today. I will cry for forgiveness.
Yeah, because you would think it would be a legal nightmare.
Someone made their last stand here.
Like if you died
We're about to find out who
publicly and in some like horrible manner. And then tried to like come back and be like, no, I put myself in my clone. You better not have gave any of my money away to my kids or anything like that, you know? You would think there would be for real court cases about that kind of stuff. Like, especially at like the dawn of that kind of technology, the first rich guy to do it, their kids would absolutely try and take them to court. The clone with the disc in their head, try and take them to court like, that's my inheritance, you're just a clone, you're not my real dad. You're just a clone with a USB in the back of his head. Oh, out of grenades. But yeah, I think where I was going with that, though, is that Altered Carbon does not acknowledge it, but it is absolutely about AIs that think they're human and can jump from body to body. But it presents itself as being people that have achieved immortality through technology. But it's absolutely AI that thinks it's human and hijacks bodies. And through that process, lives for like thousands of years.
Hi. Holy cow. Do you know what this is? That's a Douglas C-59 plane train. They used these to ferry equipment in and out of Anchorage during the Sino-American War. It's perfect for this terrain.
You sure do know a lot about planes.
Everybody's got something they geek out about. I once met a ghoul who was the biggest car guy you'd ever meet. Funnily enough, the last time he drove a car, there wasn't as many rat storms.
I think that's talking about the guy from New Vegas. Do you think this can get us home?
With a little love, sure.
Or at least, maybe it's not specifically the guy from New Vegas, but I was presuming it's a nod, but you never know. Maybe it's not. What do I need to do now?
For the plane? Oh, yeah. From a distance, she doesn't look too rough, but I bet she's got some deteriorated gaskets. They weren't the most durable before the war, so they probably have some replacements in that abandoned hangar. Check it out.
Can't pick this.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
Hope that thing doesn't follow me in here. Oh, God. Walked right into that. I'm blind. Slow-mo did not help me there.
No way to pick this.
Hopefully I didn't sequence break by jumping over stuff. All right, get me out of here.
You got my gaskets?
Yep, here they are.
Oh, perfect. We'll be in the air in no time. By the way, you should probably check on Ivy. She doesn't look like she's doing the best.
Huh?
You doing all right?
I'm just a little upset about losing Frederick.
Need anything?
I'd like to stay here in the mountains.
You sure?
Absolutely.
Gonna be fine here?
I'll manage. It's what I want.
Okay, goodbye then.
Thank you for respecting my wishes. Goodbye, everybody.
Plane's all fixed up.
Are we good to go then?
Should be. What's your plan, Rockfall?
After how I enacted, I'm really starting to rethink my beliefs. If the outcasts really are gone, I think it's time for me to leave behind my black and reds and come join your group.
We'll welcome you with open arms. You've proven to be honorable and reliable.
Thanks. I'm ready to go when the rest of us are.
I'm ready to get out of here.
All right, let's go.
I'll fire her up. Better landing this time. Promise.
Yeah, I wonder what would have happened if I had done the other one. Would that guy have turned on us? Maybe.
You said you were a good pilot.
I said I could fly anything. Not that I could land anything. Besides, do you see any clear runways in Boston for us to touch down on?
That's fair.
All right. I'll meet you guys at Site Gamma.
Oh, this is what we flew in on? Well, I would say this is definitely a better ending than the other one, because we've got one more guy with us, but maybe the other way We could have gotten 3. We could have got Sarah as well.
We're all here. Good. How did it go?
After we flew out, we got shot down. We managed to survive, but lost heartstock. We found ourselves working with remnants of a group of outcasts. But just as soon as we started to trust them, their leader betrayed us. Rockfowl, an outcast, chose our side to defend us from the betrayal. After the attack, their leader blew up the vertibird we were going to use to escape. But the team managed to drive away ghouls and robots from a nearby airfield, where we managed to repair a plane to fly back here to the Commonwealth.
We may have lost much in that expedition, but I'm grateful you're all still with us. And to have Rockfowl join us is a nice bonus. I think for now you've all earned a break. Our campaign against the Brotherhood can wait another day. Dismissed.
Wow, what a great mod. Yeah, the version where we bring back a AI abomination version of Sarah, I don't know if that would have been a as much a bonus as getting Rockfowl? I hesitated. I was like, was Rockfowl really his name? But yes, it was. Yeah. I feel like that would have been not as a great an outcome. I mean, I don't know, maybe all 3 survive, but maybe in that ending only one or the other does. Maybe that ending we only get the AI abomination Sarah instead of him. I could go back and do that one as well, but that one might not have as much variation as this one did from option C. But all right, regardless, that's where I'm going to call it. Hey, our face didn't break this time around. But all right, thanks for watching. Goodbye.